Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited to be shooting today's video. A few weeks ago, MAC Cosmetic posted on Instagram stating how they are going to be celebrating Aaliyah's legacy. So for those that don't know who Aaliyah is, she was a singer, an actress, a dancer, a model, and just overall a really big influencer. Unfortunately, she passed away at age 21, I believe it was. So I just want to go ahead and read what Mac's post said a few weeks ago. It says, calling all Aaliyah superfans, ID and MAC Cosmetics invite you to join us to participate in the A to Z of Aaliyah, a film celebrating her legacy. To get involved, post a photo or video of yourself that shows how Aaliyah has inspired you. When I was a little girl, I wanted to be exactly like Aaliyah. She inspired me in so many ways. I wanted to sing like her. I wanted to look like her. I wanted to dance like her. I owned all of her albums. I know all of her songs pretty much. And I also recorded all of her music videos and watched them over and over until I knew all the dance moves. My favorite music video from her is definitely Rock the Boat, which is also her last video before she left us. Also, my favorite makeup look from Aaliyah is in this video. I'm gonna put the picture somewhere on the screen to let you guys know what look I am talking about. So in honor of her today, I am going to be creating my favorite Aaliyah makeup look, which is from the music video Rock the Boat. If you guys are interested in seeing this, then just keep on watching. So I am contouring first. I am taking my Kat Von D Light and Shade palette and taking the lightest shade to contour. So in this look, I did notice that her contour was really soft. So I'm just gonna go in with a light hand and now contouring my nose. So with her nose, I did feel that it was more heavily contoured than the rest of her face. So I am going to take that second darkest shade and further contour that. Now I'm just going to lightly sweep it on the temples of my forehead to add a little bit more depth and also a little bit more on the cheekbones. And of course, I can't forget the jawlines. I'm just going to lightly sweep that with the second darkest shade in the Kat Von D palette and then underneath my lips. So now moving on to blush. I normally skip this step, but in this look, it looked like she put a lot of blush on her cheeks, so that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna heavily saturate both of my cheeks. So moving on to my eyebrows, as you can see, I already have my right side on. I am going to be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in shade Soft Brown. So in this look, it looked like her brows were really soft and natural, so that's why I'm using this Brow Wiz. As you can tell, now I'm just going to color that in, and I am going to use this spoolie on the other side just to brush everything out to make it look more natural. I'm going to go back into the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to take the lightest shade and start using that as a transition color. And I'm just going to put that into the crease. And I'm also going to take that second shade to help deepen the crease. Now going in with the third shade, I'm just going to also do the same thing, placing it right in the crease. Now I'm going to go into my Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, which is one of my favorites. I'm going to go into that teal, shiny, sparkling blue color, and I'm just going to place that right on the lower lid. I am creating a slight wing, pulling it up towards the brow. Now I'm going to take my Violet Voss Rainbow eyeshadow palette and taking that top teal color, just going to place that right on top just to add more color and brightness. Now going back to the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, I'm going to take that top left corner eyeshadow color and I'm going to place that right in my inner corner of my eyes. I will be dragging it up a little bit higher than I normally do. Now I'm going to go ahead and take that black at the lower corner of the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to place that at the end of my eyes just to add more depth and dimension. And I am just lightly feathering that in just to make sure that everything is blended out. Now I'm taking that blending brush that I used earlier for transition colors. I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out at the corner. Now going back to the Violet Voss eyeshadow palette, I'm going to take a small detailing brush and I'm going to dig into that teal color. I'm just going to place it all along my lower lash line. And I'm just carefully placing that onto the lash line, not necessarily sweeping it, but just kind of placing it on just so that I can get the ultimate color payoff. Now I'm going to go back in with that blending brush that I used earlier. I'm going to take it and put it right on the lower lash line, and I'm just going to lightly sweep that back and forth just to make sure that everything's blended out. And I am just using whatever product was left over from earlier. And now I have my falsies and mascara on already. Her lashes to me look like they were really natural, so I decided to go with my Vegas Nay falsies in the Shiny Star style. Now I am taking the NYX liquid liner. So now what I'm gonna do is go right down to my lower lash line, and I'm gonna kind of eyeball where I think the center is. And from there, I'm just gonna create the slightest little line, and I'm just gonna pull that down towards my cheeks. Now I'm going to take my eyelash glue and I am going to put a little dot right in the center of that line. I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to slightly wet it at the tip so that I can grab a diamond and place that right on top of the glue. Of course, I need to do that to the other side, and now I have both on. Now moving on to the lips, I am taking the NYX lip liner in shade Natural. I'm just going to outline my whole entire lips. Now I'm going to take another lip liner by NYX, and this is in shade Rose. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the center of my lips just to add a little bit more color to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this lipstick by NYX. I believe this is in shade Uber Chick, and this is a really nice nude shade. It does have the slightest shimmers in it, and I am just going to place that all over my lips. And now that I have my lip base colors on, I am going to take the NYX Pump It lip gloss, and I'm just going to place that all over my lips to give my lips that shine. Alright guys, so that does finish the whole entire look up. I did go ahead and do my hair and put it to the side just like Aaliyah did, and I also accessorized with some earrings and necklace. I just want to shout out to MAC Cosmetics for giving me this idea to do this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.